The silence before the storm is over. Forget the track battles. A much bigger war is brewing in Formula One. A war waged in engine labs, behind closed paddock doors, and in the minds of the greatest drivers on Earth. This isn't just about winning races, it's about the very soul of the sport. Lewis Hamilton's final, desperate gamble, Red Bull facing its biggest threat in a decade, and a secret engine battle for 2026 that could rewrite history. Welcome to F1 Paddock, and trust me, you are not ready for what's coming. Let's start with the seismic shift that sent shockwaves through the F1 world. Lewis Hamilton to Ferrari. On the surface, it's a fairy tale move, the 7-time champion in the iconic red. But dig deeper, and you find a story of frustration, desperation, and a calculated risk that could define his legacy or shatter it. Was this a moment of pure ambition, or a brilliant escape act from a team he felt was no longer capable of delivering him an 8th title? The Paddock whispers suggest it's a bit of both. We've seen the photos, the pre-season tests, Hamilton in red, a sight many thought they'd never witness. But what you haven't seen is the psychological warfare already underway. Sources close to the team, speaking anonymously within the F1 paddock, reveal that Hamilton's move wasn't a sudden decision. It was a culmination of simmering tensions, a growing unease with the direction of Mercedes 2025 and, crucially, their 2026 project. He saw the writing on the wall. Ferrari, meanwhile, offered him more than just a seat. They offered him a chance to be the undisputed leader, to build a team around him, to write his final, glorious chapter. But this comes with immense pressure. Ferrari hasn't won a drivers' championship since Kimi Räikkönen in 2007. Can Hamilton, at this stage in his career, be the messiah they desperately need? Or is he walking into a trap, a team whose political infighting has broken champions before him? Now, let's talk about the team Hamilton left behind. Mercedes. The once dominant Silver Arrows, now grappling with an identity crisis. The departure of their talisman, coupled with consistent underperformance since 2022, has left a void, and the paddock is buzzing with questions. Who replaces Hamilton? And more importantly, can Mercedes regain its championship winning form without its greatest driver? The names being floated are fascinating. Kimi Antonelli, the young prodigy, being fast-tracked. Fernando Alonso, the ageless warrior, attempting, albeit short-term, solution. And even Sebastian Vettel, a shock return no one predicted. Each option presents a unique set of challenges and opportunities for Toto Wolff and the Mercedes board. But the driver market drama is just a symptom of a deeper problem. Mercedes' technical struggles are well documented. Their understanding of the ground effect era has been shaky, to say the least. And now, with 2026 looming, a completely new set of regulations, they face a monumental task. Can they regroup? Can they rediscover the magic that brought them 8 constructors' titles? Or is Hamilton's departure a clear signal that the golden era of Mercedes is truly over? The weight of expectation on George Russell is immense. He's no longer the junior partner, he's the de facto team leader. Can he rise to the occasion and carry the hopes of a struggling giant? Especially with a new teammate potentially joining who might have different ideas about team leadership. While the world fixates on Hamilton and Ferrari, a far more dangerous game is being played in Milton Keynes. Red Bull, the reigning champions, appear invincible. Max Verstappen is a force of nature. But beneath the surface of dominance, a hidden threat looms large: the 2026 engine regulations. Red Bull is venturing into uncharted territory, becoming an engine manufacturer for the first time with Red Bull Powertrains and Ford. This is not just a technical challenge, it's an existential gamble. Historically, new engine manufacturers struggle. Look at Honda's early years, or even Renault's recent efforts. Developing a competitive F1 power unit from scratch is arguably the most complex engineering challenge in motorsport. Red Bull has the best aerodynamicists in Adrian Newey, but can they replicate that genius in engine design? The paddock chatter is divided. Some believe Red Bull's culture of aggressive innovation will overcome all obstacles. Others, however, whisper about potential delays, reliability issues, and a lack of experience compared to established giants like Mercedes, Ferrari, and even Honda. The stakes couldn't be higher. A failure in 2026 could see their era of dominance crumble overnight. And let's not forget the recent internal turmoil at Red Bull. While Christian Horner survived the storm, such public scrutiny and internal power struggles always leave scars. Can a team function at its peak, developing a brand new engine from scratch, when there are lingering questions about its leadership and internal cohesion? This is the true test of Red Bull's resilience. The 2026 season isn't just a new set of rules, it's a battlefield where Red Bull's very identity as an independent powerhouse will be forged or broken. So, what exactly are these 2026 regulations that have everyone so on edge? It's not just a tweak, it's a complete overhaul of the power unit. The MGU-H, that incredibly complex energy recovery component, is gone. In its place, a much larger emphasis on electrical power, with the MGU-K contributing a massive 350 to W, nearly triple what it does now. We're talking about a 50-50 split between the internal combustion engine and the electric motor. This fundamentally changes how drivers will race, how engineers will design, and how teams will approach strategy. The fuel will be 100% sustainable. And then there's the active aerodynamics. Gone are the fixed wings. Cars will have movable front and rear wings that can trim for straights. This overtake mode, or mode, will allow cars to reduce drag on straights, increasing top speed, and then dial up downforce in corners. It's designed to make racing closer, to reduce dirty air, and to increase overtaking opportunities. Sounds exciting, right? But here's the catch: the complexity. Integrating these active aero elements with the new hybrid power unit will be an engineering nightmare. Teams will be constantly battling battery management. Do you deploy all your electrical power early in the lap for defense, or save it for a burst on the straight for an overtake? This isn't just about raw power, it's about intelligent power deployment. The driver who masters this new energy management system will be at a significant advantage. And the team that can extract the most efficient performance from their new 50 power unit will dominate. While the Titans battle, don't sleep on the dark horses. 2026 isn't just about Red Bull vs Mercedes vs Ferrari. We have new entrants and old partnerships revitalized. Audi is coming in with Sauber, a factory-backed effort from a global automotive giant. They're investing heavily, building their own power unit from scratch, much like Red Bull. Their ambition is clear: to be world champions. Can they hit the ground running, or will they face the same teething problems as any new manufacturer? Then there's the Honda-Aston Martin partnership. Honda, who powered Max Verstappen to his championships, is now focusing solely on Aston Martin. This is a formidable alliance. Honda knows how to build championship-winning engines. Aston Martin, with Fernando Alonso leading their charge, has shown flashes of brilliance. Could this be the combination that truly challenges for the title in 2026? Alonso, the master strategist, paired with a proven engine supplier and a team with massive investment. It's a recipe for success. These new power unit manufacturers and revived partnerships add another layer of intrigue to the 2026 regulations. The playing field is being reset. Old hierarchies could be shattered. A new era of unpredictability, of genuine unknowns, is upon us. The paddock is abuzz not just with fear, but with opportunity. Every team sees a chance to leapfrog their rivals, to capitalize on the reset. And all of this engine and regulation drama feeds directly into the most volatile driver market in years. Post-2025, with Hamilton at Ferrari, and new regulations shaking everything up, almost every major driver's contract will be under scrutiny. Who will secure the best seats for 2026? Will Max Verstappen stay at Red Bull if their engine project falters? Could Lando Norris finally make a move to a front-running team, or will McLaren step up? Carlos Sainz, a proven race winner, is currently without a firm seat for 2026, despite his stellar performances. He's a hot commodity, being linked to Mercedes, Audi, and even a shock return to Red Bull if Sergio Perez doesn't perform. The pressure on Perez, in particular, will be immense. He needs to deliver a consistent, championship contending season in 2025 to justify his place at Red Bull for the new regulations. Any slip-up and the Sharks will be circling. The young guns are also pushing hard. Kimi Antonelli is the obvious Mercedes protégé, but there are others in the F2 and F3 grids who could emerge. The beauty of 2026 is that it offers a fresh start for drivers too. A chance to join a team that nails the new regulations, to establish themselves as the new generation of F1 champions. The stakes for every single driver on the grid, from the rookies to the veterans, have never been higher. Their careers, their legacies, all hinge on who makes the right moves in this unprecedented F1 reshuffle. Beyond the engines and the drivers, The real F1 civil war is fought in the mines and in the political backrooms. The 2026 regulations aren't just technical, they're a test of mental fortitude, strategic brilliance, and political maneuvering. Teams will be pushing the boundaries of the rules, looking for loopholes, for areas where they can gain an advantage. This is where figures like Toto Wolff, Christian Horner, and Rick Vasseur earn their millions. The lobbying, the negotiations, the constant pressure on the FIA to interpret the rules in their favor, it's all part of the game. The mind games within the paddock are already starting. Hamilton's early move to Ferrari has already disrupted Mercedes. Red Bull's internal issues, while contained, will inevitably create distractions. The psychological edge, which Verstappen currently holds over the entire grid, could be eroded if the 2026 car isn't perfect from day one. Every press conference, every quote, every subtle hint is part of a larger chess match. This is not just racing, it's a global, high-stakes political and psychological battle. And let's not forget the financial implications. The sheer cost of developing a new engine and an entirely new car concept under the budget cap is monumental. Teams will have to make tough choices, prioritize certain areas, and manage their resources with extreme precision. The teams that manage this delicate balance between innovation and financial prudence will be the ones that emerge victorious in 2026. This isn't just about speed, it's about smarts, strategy, and sheer determination to outwit the competition on every conceivable front. So, what does all this mean for us, the fans? In short, pure exhilaration. The 2026 regulations promise to be the biggest shake-up in recent memory, a reset button for the sport. New champions could emerge. Old rivalries could be rekindled with an added ferocity. The unpredictability that F1 desperately needs could finally return. Imagine the first race of 2026. No one truly knows who has nailed the new regulations. Every team principal, every driver, will be holding their breath. Will Ferrari finally deliver Hamilton his 8th title? Will Red Bull's engine gamble pay off and cement their dynasty? Or will a dark horse, like Aston Martin with Honda, or even Audi, shock the world? This is why we love Formula One. It's the drama, the technology, the human element, all colliding at 300 kilometers an hour. The next few seasons will be an absolute rollercoaster. Every test, every development update, every driver contract will be scrutinized, debated, and analyzed. And here at F1 Paddock, we promise to bring you every single angle, every rumor, every technical breakdown, straight from the heart of the action. So, what do you think? Is Hamilton's move to Ferrari a masterstroke or a massive gamble? Can Red Bull truly build a championship-winning engine from scratch? And who will be the dark horse that surprises everyone in 2026? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to F1 Paddock for more exclusive insights, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single beat of this epic F1 civil war. Until next time, keep it locked on the F1 Paddock.